Welcome to the Ville, Yankeeville. Welcome everyone back to the YouTube channel if you're a returning subscriber. And if you're new here, at the end of the video, if you like it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. But let's get into the video. Cody Bellinger is on fire. As everyone has seen, Cody Bellinger has definitely turned it up in the last few weeks, and he did get off to a very slow start, but Cody Bellinger is here, man. He's been hitting. He's on a 9-game hitting streak, and he just looks really good, whether that's in the outfield, him moving around left field, center field, but the man has been producing, and I'm very excited to see that the Yankees free agency move actually did pay off, and retaining Cody Bellinger was always the best choice. But as far as for the 2026 season so far, he's hitting .299 with 5 home runs, 28 RBIs with a .924 OPS. At one point, Cody Bellinger was hitting in like the 240s, 250s range, but over the last week and a half, the man has been hitting consistently, and he's up to .299 after this last game today. You can't complain. I mean, getting Cody Bellinger potentially hitting in the 300s, hitting for power. He's driving a lot of guys. You know, he's making contact. One thing I do really appreciate of Cody Bellinger being in the lineup and on the roster, and why I was very excited for the Yankees to acquire him, is that the man doesn't strike out a lot. He hits lefties, he hits righties, and overall he hits for power. Obviously he has the right field porch, which kind of robbed him a few games ago. Obviously hit the top of the wall. Needed a little more power to get it over, but overall Cody Bellinger, he does everything. He's a 5-tool player. He's literally the definition of a 5-tool player. He fields, he runs, he hits, he has speed, he does everything, and that is what makes the Yankees way more dynamic instead of just a bunch of power hitters that aren't very fast, that can't play the field very well. He does everything. And obviously in the offseason, a lot of people were pushing for Kyle Tucker to be on the Yankees, but I always thought Cody Bellinger was the best fit. Keep the man on the team that was on the team the year before, and he had a lot of talent. Obviously he has a lot of talent, and he produced at an all-star level. So why would you want to pass it up and bring Kyle Tucker, who is the inferior defender who has motor concerns? Cody Bellinger is always going 110 miles per hour. The man loves being on the Yankees. Obviously, he has the family ties with his dad, and it's just very good to see him in the Yankee jersey. He looks natural. He looks like he wants to be here, and I love seeing him on the field. But like I said, he's in a 9-game hitting streak. Last 7 games, he's been terrific. He has a .536 batting average with 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, 5 walks with a 1.154 OPS. The man has been producing. Him and Aaron Judge have been tearing it up, and he stepped it up while benrice has been out. Obviously, benrice has been out the last 4 games, and Cody Bellinger saw the mission, and he's been performing. So you can definitely only give applause for that, and Cody Bellinger he's been that. Hopefully Cody Bellinger is an all-star this year. Obviously, he's always a gold glove candidate, as his defense speaks for himself with his versatility, but this year he's been great. And like I said before earlier in the video, Cody was the right move of the offseason. I know a lot of people kind of thought, oh, Kyle Tucker was more the sexier option. Oh, bringing Kyle Tucker, he's the better hitter. Obviously, Kyle Tucker was the big ticket free agent this year, and the Dodgers, they gave him a high AAV short-term deal so that he can opt out again, but the Yankees made the right deal. They locked up Cody Bellinger. The man played great last season. He wanted to be a Yankee. He looks good in a Yankee jersey, and he plays the right way. He's able to move around the outfield. He can play first base. The man hits for contact, hits for power. That is the one thing that the Yankees have really missed, is that versatility coming out of a guy that plays every day and is a star player. Obviously, the Yankees have had versatility from, you know, guys that aren't star players. Oswaldo Cabrera, you got Jose Caballero now. You got just overall over the last few years, you know, you've had some guys that were utility guys that weren't star players, obviously. They're bouncing around from team to team to team. And Cody Bellinger, he can play a lot of positions, and it gives versatility. Now, when it comes to the versatility and flexibility, it has helped in the uptick of injuries. Especially like today. Cody Bellinger was able to move around. He moved to left field. I believe he started off the game in center field, and Dominguez was in left field. Let's be honest. If you had a guy that only plays center field, he's only going to stay in center field. Cody Bellinger could play left, center, right, first base. When it comes to these injuries that the Yankees have been having, Bellinger's just like, where do you need me? And he can play that position at a Gold Glove level. And that is something that is understated in the league, and those guys are always warranted. Think of like a Ben Zobrist. Ben Zobrist could play any position in the infield, the outfield. Obviously, Cody Bellinger is better than Ben Zobrist because Ben Zobrist is more known for his versatility. Obviously, he could hit. We obviously saw that with the Cubs in the World Series, but as far as just versatility, it's very warranted and very valued in the game of baseball. But the defense, it's as advertised. Cody Bellinger, last year, he made a lot of great plays in left field, center field, and this year, same thing. He has, just because of his arm and the way that he charges the ball, the way that he makes his angles to the pursuit of the ball, the man has contained some guys on the base pass. All those things really matter, and the run prevention. If you know you got Cody Bellinger or Aaron Judge in the outfield, you're not going to run on them. So you just know that you have good quality outfielders in there, and it prevents guys from really challenging and putting up more runs on the board. So Cody Bellinger, definitely his defense is as advertised, and never had any concerns on, oh, is his defense going to drop a little? No, the man is still as athletic as we've seen. The man is 30. Obviously, he's going to be turning 31 this year, and he's been healthy over the last few years, so I really don't have any concerns. Now, the power is slightly down compared to last year, and just kind of where he's pacing. He's pacing for 21 home runs on the season. Obviously, like I said, he got robbed of like 2 or 3 home runs hitting the top of the wall, but I'm not really concerned about his power right now. Like I said, he's on pace for 21 home runs and about 100 RBIs, which is still great. Average or power, I think for the Yankees' concerns and just overall the way that the lineup flexes, I think Cody Bellinger hitting for a higher average and maybe hitting for less power does help the lineup. If the man hits 20 home runs compared to 30 home runs, but Cody Bellinger does hit in the high 200s or even the low 300s with 20 home runs compared to hitting 30 home runs and hitting in the 260s with a lower OPS. Well, technically he would have a higher OPS because of the home runs, but he would be getting on base a little more with the higher average. So I think overall for the Yankees lineup, whether he hits for more power or less power, Cody Bellinger is contributing in the lineup. Obviously, I think he's probably going to finish around 24, 25, 26 home runs. I think he can finish the season hitting 280 plus, at least 270 plus, and driving 90 to 100 RBIs, steal a few bases, play Gold Glove defense out there, and that would be a great win for the Yankees. Hopefully he is an all-star if he keeps up this amount of production that he has right now, but I have no concern about Cody Bellinger. Obviously, he has that 2-strike approach where he chokes up on the bat and goes for more contact, and it does cut down on the amount of strikeouts. And as we've alluded before, the Yankees are a heavy strikeout team because we hit for a lot of power. So not worried about Cody Bellinger being a little down on his power production as he's slated for as far as his projections. But Cody Bellinger has been great, and he's been on fire, man. Hopefully he does continue the hitting streak. He's at 9 games. Hopefully he makes that thing 15, 20 games, and we see Cody Bellinger eclipse the 300 mark. He's right there at 299, but overall, when it comes to just how he compares this year compared to last year, let's look at his baseball savant. So baseball savant wise in 2026, he has a ton of red. Basically everything but exit velo, barrel percentage, and hard hit percentage. You can't really complain about the way that he's swinging the bat right now. He's red in batting run value, 92nd percentile, base running value, 74th, fielding run value, that's good. He's in 88th percentile. XwOBA, expected batting average, he should be at a 303, expected slugging, Sweet spot percentage, squared up percentage. He's squaring the ball up very well. Obviously, seeing the results of the 9-game hitting streak that he's on right now. K percentage, he only strikes out 12.9%. That helps the Yankees a lot. The man is going to hit for contact. He's going to put the ball in play. I mean, granted, he does pop up the ball a little too much sometimes when he's off, but he does not strike out a lot. He walks a good amount. He's in the 87th percentile. He walks 14.2% of the time. And the defense, range outs above average. Right now, he's in the 74th percentile. Arm value, 100th percentile. Like I said, if Cody Bellinger is in left field, right field, center field, and you got a guy on third or a guy on second trying to advance, you're not going to be doing that if you see Cody Bellinger catch that ball and charge it. He has a very strong arm and a very accurate arm, and you see that in the arm value right there. Best in the league. Arm strength, 82nd. Very, very strong arm, 89 miles per hour. Combine that with the arm value, very productive arm in the outfield. And sprint speed, he's in the 64th percentile. He's still relatively quick. Obviously, Cody Bellinger is always considered an athletic guy, and he's definitely still showing that. Now, when we look at 2025, let's look at the differences. A lot more blue when you look at 2025. Granted, it is a smaller sample size. Right now, 2026, almost 40 games. Obviously, last year is a full 162. So the big differences are in the xWOBA, expected batting average, and expected slugging. Expected batting average, he was expected to only hit 250 last year, and last year he outperformed that. He hit 272. Expected slugging, he outperformed that. He was only expected to hit 425 slugging. He had a 480. But a lot of the other key metrics as far as hard hit, barrel percentage, all that is a little below average, and bat speed. Big difference compared to this year. He's definitely squaring the ball up a little more. The defense is still there. Last year, very, very good defense. All in the 90th percentile besides arm strength. And also the sprint speed, 72nd percentile. So I hope Cody Bellinger isn't slowing down, but it is a small sample size. But overall, Cody Bellinger, from the offensive production standpoint this year, has been very elite. So it is a very good sign. Obviously, people have had concerns. Oh, what is Cody Bellinger going to do as he go into his 30s? Obviously, he is only 30. He's not in his mid 30s, or he's not 32, 33, 34 yet. He is only 30. He turns 31 later this year, and the production has actually gotten better compared to last year. So it's a very good sign. And right now, Kyle Tucker isn't playing as well. Definitely not as well. I think Kyle Tucker's only with a 700 something OPS, and he's hitting, I believe, in like the 250s. So Kyle Tucker is definitely not outperforming Cody Bellinger to this point. So Cody Bellinger was definitely the better option, in my opinion. But let me know down below, how do you feel about Cody Bellinger on this hitting streak that he's had? Obviously, he's been on fire. How long do you think he can keep up this hitting streak? And overall, do you think Cody Bellinger was a better option during free agency over Kyle Tucker? But thank you for watching the video. Welcome to the Ville, Yankeeville.